Joining me now, the author of The Red Letter on Substack, Tara Palmeri, former Trump campaign senior advisor, Brian Lanza, and former Obama campaign advisor, Amisha Cross. I mean, Tara, I want to go to live picks right now because happening right now, you see on the Senate floor, you've got Senator Cory Booker holding a talkathon right now in an effort to protest Trump's actions. He is promising, by the way, to go as long as he is physically able. I know how long I could probably go, but I mean, the normal people who don't want to talk their whole lives. I'm just thinking about that. But asking, is it too risky that he's doing this? Is it worthwhile?
Suicide prevention.
I mean, the party certainly is looking for a leader right now. That feels like there is a leadership vacuum. So perhaps Cory Booker sees this as a moment to step up. I think people were hoping for more from Chuck Schumer, and they were disappointed a few weeks ago when it came to that continuing resolution that he helped the Republicans pass. Hakeem Jeffries is an okay communicator, but like Cory is he's leading the Senate communications arm. And I think he's positioning himself for 2028. I mean, I've heard that from my sources too. So this is the kind of move you would make when you're trying to elevate your profile. Not surprised to see it.
And both of my guests at the table kind of grimaced for a second at the thought of 2028. Let me ask you this, though, Tara, on this point, because, look, sometimes the party that's in power is the natural target, right? And the minority party, this time the Democrats, could simply point out whether they think they're incompetent or that they're not doing enough or that they themselves are falling asleep at the wheel when you're talking about Republicans, if Florida is an example. Let me ask you, though, to Signalgate and other controversies that have happened, will that be enough to counter what the frustration is towards Democrats?
I think Signalgate really riles up the base of the Democratic Party. And I actually think it really does it weakens the base of the Republican Party because it's such an easy story to understand and it impacts red voters and blue voters. It impacts our servicemen and their safety and the governance of this country. And if there's one thing that unites people from the left and the right and the apolitical, it's lack of good governance. And that's how you win an election. Like, that's how you win, because you get those apolitical people to tune in. They're saying, why are you not handling a COVID crisis? Okay, there's not a lot of base support for Joe Biden, but he was able to win because they were unhappy with Trump's governance. If it appears that the chaos around Trump is too much, you're going to see apolitical people come out and vote in 2024 and reward the Democrats, whether they like them or not.
I know CNN's reporting tonight that Trump is keeping Waltz on board. What are you hearing?
I've been hearing a lot of complaints about Waltz from his colleagues privately, a lot of frustrations. The cardinal sin, of course, was the fact that he talked to a reporter, that he had that person's number in his phone, not the fact that there was classified information being shared in a, very unsecure way, in what looks like a major security breach. And I just think it's pretty rich because, so many of the people around Donald Trump talk to reporters all the time. Signal is always used. And frankly, Mike Waltz was on a media tour this summer as he was trying to elevate his profile. I mean, he was a two-term congressman from Florida who voted to certify the election for Joe Biden. He tried to come on my podcast. I was supposed to have him booked just because of a scheduling conflict. We couldn't make it happen. But, he was looking to get out there and build buzz. And so it's not surprising to me that he would talk to the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, who covers national security, which is his specialty. I actually just didn't think that Mike Waltz would end up being the NSA. I didn't really follow up after that because he didn't have that big of a profile.
Well, he's got a big profile now and a lot of buzz, Brian. Certainly, maybe he didn't want what he has right now.